Well, good morning there, everyone. Hopefully this finds you doing well. It's Tuesday, April the 5th, year 2022. This is Mazske Finance. And before I get started, just remind you, I'm not a financial advisor, not a CPA, and I'm not an attorney. I just share stories. I'm trying to do a different video today because I know I think I was a little intense the last two videos, talking about how I ramped up from 0 to 25. I got my other investments. So last thing I want to do is overwhelm anybody. And here's my message for today. Just get one. All right, do you know what I'm talking about? Talk about rental property. Just get one. Don't look at me and say, Mazske, I want to copy you and do the 0 to 25 in 4 years and then get oil and mineral rights and all that different stuff. Don't do that. Don't overcomplicate things. All right, just get one. Learn how to run the numbers. It's not complicated. Just do basic math. Probably third grade, fourth grade math. Very basic math. You can get a piece of paper and a pencil. You know, write down what the mortgage is with principal and interest, taxes, insurance. And then look at what you got to pay your property manager, and look at any expenses you may have, and then hold money out for vacancies, repairs, and capital expenditures. And whatever's left is positive cash flow. All right. Michael Zuber calls it alligators if you have negative cash flow. I think out on the West Coast and all around both coasts, it's more common to have negative cash flow. Folks buy sometimes wanting appreciation. But you can't count on appreciation. You just can't count on it. So the reason I'm saying just get one is when you're first starting, yes, set big goals. Like I set big goals. And I'm sitting outside now, so there's distractions aren't there. There's noises. Down the canal there, they're working on, I think they're working on somebody's dock. But they're kind of noisy down there. Earlier, at 7 o'clock, they were cutting grass nearby. And so on. And I was going to sit in a different spot outside here, but I was in the shadow, so that wouldn't work. I don't think. You probably don't care about hearing me anyway, or seeing me anyway. So, but if you get one, you'll start to understand the miracle of real estate. All right, the miracle of real estate. Oh shoot, I'm gonna try not to sneeze. That wouldn't be good. So the miracle of real estate. Because what happens is when you buy one, you'll start to see it just a little bit. Because you'll see that your tenant is paying your mortgage for you. If you own your own personal house right now and you have a mortgage, it's got noise here. If you pay your own mortgage, you know what it's like to pay a mortgage. You know, if you don't make a lot of money, money can be tight. All right. So if you have someone else paying your mortgage for you, think about that. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? And that could be from house hacking. And that's a term some people don't like, but you could buy a duplex and live on one side, and someone else lives on the other side, and that tenant who pays your mortgage pays you rent. That covers most or all of your mortgage for you. Or you might, like my friend Robbie, who bought my triplex from me. He was one of my tenants. He now lives there for free, so he's not paying, say, $1,000 a month, and he's getting 2 rent checks that basically cover his mortgage and extra money for expenses. And if that's all he ever does, he just lives there for years, gets new tenants occasionally, they'll buy that building for him. A lot of people would love to own that building, free and clear, and his tenants would buy it for him. But my guess is he's going to buy more. Just like if you buy one and you start understanding. Like when I bought my first one, remember my story? I had to evict my first tenant. I got stressed out. I had to go to the doctor. I had to basically be put to sleep. And something had to be done to me. And it might have been an underlying cause there, but it came about because of the stress from that tenant. But I made it through it. And I learned from it. And I bought the house in January. The tenant moved in probably February or March. And by June or July, they were gone. I'd been to court and a new tenant was in there, and all of a sudden I was getting rent, and it's like, life is good. That's when I started to understand the miracle of real estate. They're paying my mortgage for me. And so I bought a second, and so on. So, but don't let it overwhelm you. Don't make it harder than it is. You can watch a lot of YouTube videos. You're going to hear a lot of different opinions. You're going to meet a lot of people who have a lot of real estate, just on my channel. We've talked recently with Tom McKay. He owns, I don't know how many he owns. We've talked with Dion. We've talked with Millennial Mike quite a bit. We've talked with Helicopter Pilot Caleb. We've talked with Robbie. We've talked with Evan. We've talked, I'm going to forget somebody. It's been so many. But we've talked to a lot of people. We talked with Chris, who's a newbie, wants to buy his first. We've talked to someone who I think just got their first. And so on and so on and so on. Okay, we all start somewhere. Don't let anyone fool you. We all start somewhere. Meet Kevin, even though he's gone the way off the deep end where he's now basically kind of like a movie star. He used to work at Jamba Juice. He moved in with his girlfriend's parents, I think when he was in high school, or when he was 18 or so. Look at him now. He's making $1 million a month. Look at a lot of these people. Look at Cowboy. He was on my channel. His mom was murdered when he was 12 years old, I think, or 14. He said his dad was an alcoholic. Look at him now. He owns 4 or 5 rental properties. But everyone started with one. You're going to hear people talk. Because I've had people tell me this. Sorry about the background noise if you hear it. I've had people tell me this. Mazske, you got to bump up. Get some multifamily units. Get a 5-plex. Get a 10-plex. Be a partner on a 50-unit apartment building or whatever it might be. I've had a triplex. I like that triplex. But I learned after having the triplex, I prefer single-family homes, personally. Yes, I know if you get, we can ask my buddy in Chicago. He owns like a public high school teacher. He owns 54, don't you down. Or it's 55 now. It was 53 when you were on my channel at one time. But they're all single family homes, I think. That's what he prefers. But every time you get a single family home, guess what? You have one insurance policy for every house. So if you get 50 houses, it's 50 insurance policies. I have 25. I have 25 insurance policies. It can get a little confusing at times. That's why you start with one. That's all you got to do. The magic of real estate. All right? And what real estate will do, if you start buying more than one, it opens more doors for you. It gives you the opportunity to meet more people, to experience different things, and so on and so on. That's a topic for another story. All right, this will be enough. Sun's getting brighter. I don't have my sunglasses on me, so I'm going to wrap this up. Okay? Y'all have a great day. Mazske is signing out.